Hey guys, so today's video is really exciting for me. This is going to be my Black Friday tips and tricks video. And I have exactly 10 tips within this video. There are little like sub tips for my tips. I kind of cheat a little bit. But I actually filmed this pretty much exact same video a year ago on my old channel, WeX3V Secret. I was going to tag it down below so you guys could watch it, but I realized I was really going to say pretty much the exact same thing. And I looked at the video and I realized that a year ago my videos were nowhere like in the realm of the quality of my videos now. I was not good at making videos, I have to say. So I've decided to make this video again because Black Friday is literally one of my favorite days of the year. I've been looking forward to it so much. I almost look forward to it as much as I look forward to Thanksgiving and Christmas, if not more, because I am such a shopaholic, as you guys definitely know already. But yeah, so as you guys know, my last video, which I probably posted yesterday or 2 days ago, was my Sephora haul, which was from their special event, 20% off sale they give to VIPs. So I will stop at Sephora on my trip there, but like this is kind of like my second big shopping event of the winter season besides the Sephora one. So yeah, I go all out for Black Friday. You guys can bet that I will be there. I think I'm starting at like 5 o'clock this year because I'm driving myself, so I don't have to depend on anyone else. And I'm just really excited. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the tips that I follow. And I hope that you guys find them really helpful. And I believe that I'm going to be vlogging on Friday as long as the people that I'm going with are okay with it, because I asked a subscriber who messaged me about a month ago, probably if not more time, if not further back, I mean, and I asked her what video she'd like to see, and she said a vlog, so I'd really like to finally get that in. I just don't really do that many interesting things, to be honest, so I didn't want to vlog because like I'm still in school, so I don't go out much. But yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to get right into my tips and tricks for Black Friday. So my first tip is to pick a starting time and to set your alarm clock, because the worst thing that you can do is just wake up at like 10 o'clock on Friday morning after Thanksgiving and decide that you're going to go Black Friday shopping. It's not going to end well. You're going to be stuck on so many lines, and it's okay if you want to go to one store or two stores even. But if you want to do a lot of shopping, you really should start earlier. Like I said, I'm starting at 5, and you don't want to oversleep because your alarm clock's not set or that you turned it off. So definitely sleep with your phone on. Have the people that you're going with text you, or if you're going alone, set 2 alarm clocks. That's what I will definitely be doing. And yeah, just make sure that you know what time you want to start in your head. So the second step is pretty simple again. It's just decide where you want to go. If you're a mall person, then go to a mall. That's what I'm doing. Or if you're a strip mall person, go there. I know the Tanger Outlets, which is a big chain, does Black Friday. Their sales are probably not that much more than what they normally are in the store though. And other outlets, I'm sure, are doing sales. So you have to decide what you want to go to, what's available to you, and what's going to be the best like for your shopping experience, what you want the most. So the third tip that I have kind of goes in with that, and it's what stores do you want. And yeah, I'll get into the other sub tips in there. But pretty much what stores do you want? And again, that ties in the mall, because you have to decide what mall is going to have all of the stores that you want, or the majority of them. Like there's one mall by me that has every single store that I shop at, and it has more stores than any other mall in my area that I can get to. So that will definitely be the only place that I ever do Black Friday shopping for as long as I live where I do. And then you have to decide what order you want to go to your stores in and where they are in the mall. That's a really big thing, because you don't want to be starting at one end of the mall, go to a store on the other end of the mall, and then go all the way back and like crisscross the whole morning, because you're going to be tired and it's just not going to be fun, and it's going to be a waste of time. So then again, decide what stores you want, what you really want to buy that day. And then the last thing that I'm going to say, which is the biggest tip, is think about what you could order online for the same price. Of course, there's Cyber Monday, which is the following Monday after Black Friday, I believe. Otherwise, I missed it because it's today and it's too late, which I don't think it is. I believe that it's the Monday after Black Friday, so it'll be next Monday. And yeah, so if there's something that you want online that you can get, then definitely like save yourself the time, don't do it in the store. But then you do have to take the chance that on Cyber Monday your computer may shut down or the website may be overloaded, which I'm sure that they'll be prepared for, but you never know. Sorry, there's like hair that keeps like creating a shadow on my face, so I'm trying to get out of there. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. Now, tip number 4 is to research the sales and the times that they run, because a lot of stores end their sales at about 11 or 12 o'clock. I know Hollister did last year. I believe it was at 11 or 11:30, maybe even 10 o'clock. I'm not sure. And there was one store that I walked into and I was like 10 minutes after the sale and I was just going to browse anyway. But you know, you don't want that to happen to you. So again, the earlier that you start, the better that it is for your sales. And I know that some sales get like decreasingly worse as you go into the day. I think Macy's does that maybe. And yeah, just know what stores are participating in Black Friday, because some stores don't, or what they have on Black Friday deals are not really that great of a buy. Like Forever 21, you're going to get a good price on a normal day. Their deals in the past haven't been that good. I believe they're doing more for Black Friday this year. But again, like really prioritize what you want. And make sure that you know, like Sephora does $10 deals. Hollister, I believe, does 30% off the entire store. American Eagle, I believe, does 40%. American Apparel, I believe, does 25 to 30%. I'm not sure about that one. That one definitely ends early. Okay, so tip number 5 is go in a group, and this way, if you go with more than one person, in certain stores where maybe one person doesn't want something or you both want one but there's a huge line, one of you can shop while the other's waiting online, and then you could switch. So that'll really save a lot of time, as long as you're okay with being able to shop quickly while knowing that the other person's online, and as long as you're okay with shopping by yourself for a little while. Tip number 6, this is really important. Skip the fitting room. You don't want to go to a fitting room on Black Friday. There's probably a line for the fitting room. I've never gone to one on Black Friday, but it's just going to be said that if there's a line for the cash register, you can bet that there's going to be a line for the fitting room, and it's going to be huge, and people are going to be trying on so much stuff because, you know, they're buying more because everything's on sale. So definitely skip the fitting room. You can always return things, and if they're final sale, then like if you're not sure if it's going to look good on you, just don't buy it, or know that you can gift it to someone if it's really that big of a deal. But yeah, I would not recommend going to the fitting room unless it's really important to you. Okay, so tip number 7, this one's less important and I'm not going to stress it as much, but set a time to leave, and plan how much time you're really willing to spend in each stores. If there's a huge line, a line could take up to an hour. Like I was in the Hollister at the mall that I go to, the line's always humongous, but it's always one of the later stores that I go to anyway. But if you're not willing to wait that long for a store, don't bother waiting. Just skip it, go on a normal day at the mall. And definitely stand by whatever time you want to leave. Again, most sales end by like 11 o'clock, so you'll probably leave by then anyway. But yeah, just know what time you want to leave. Tip number 8 is decide how much money you want to spend and decide what you want to buy ahead of time. I normally go in knowing the things that I want to purchase, and I can kind of roughly decide how much money I need to bring. This year I know that I will be buying some of the $10 deals at Sephora. I think I have 4 products that I want to buy there. And I will probably be buying a pair of jeggings from Abercrombie after I quit and I couldn't use my discount there anymore. So those are 2 things that I wanted. I know that I'll probably buy more Infinity scarves. That will probably just be off of Booth. I will probably be stopping at Victoria's Secret again, although Pink gives out jogs the day after Black Friday, so I may actually end up waiting for that for some clothing things that I want from Pink. American Apparel, I may be buying some leggings from there. And, you know, just kind of go through the list of what you guys want. Like, if you want shirts, then go to some place where you know that they're going to have a good sale on shirts. Bath & Body Works, if you wanted more candles, they do the 2 for $20 for candles. I'll probably stop by there. You know, like, just think about what you want and set an amount that you want to spend. Like, bringing cash is always a really great thing, because if you say, like, your limit's $100 or even $300, you don't want to spend over that. It's easier to just buy however much, like bring however much money you want to spend, and that's your limit or your max or even your lowest if you want to restrain yourself, rather than bringing like $500 if your limit's really $2 and you didn't want to spend more, and then spending like $450 by the end of the day and being so upset at the end of the day. Like, you don't want that. So just keep that in mind. And yeah. And tip number 9, so 2 left. Wear something comfortable, and depending on where you live, you might not want to bring anything too like warm. I normally just wear a tank top, some sweatpants, and I'll probably wear sneakers. I wouldn't recommend bringing a whole winter jacket, because in a mall that's packed, you're going to start sweating and you're not going to be comfortable and you're going to want to leave. And you should travel light. I normally have a huge bag, but I normally only bring my wallet the day of Black Friday, because you end up getting so many shopping bags that you can just drop them in a huge shopping bag that you have, like your wallet and your keys, and you'll be able to take them out at the end of the day, or wear something with pockets that way you can put like your money in there and your keys or whatever. So yeah, that would be the biggest thing. Make sure that you're comfortable, because you're going to do a lot of walking and you're going to probably be in a place with a lot of people, so keep that in mind. So the last tip that I'm going to say, tip number 10 is really important, because I go with the same friend every year, and by the end of the day, normally when we haven't had anything to eat, we'll just look at each other and be like, I need something to eat by the end of this. I'm a coffee person, so of course I've had coffee going into this, but you don't want to have to buy something while you're walking around the mall, because it's going to take up time from when like the sales start and end. And there's going to be a huge line. Like Starbucks, I think, had a line like as long as an actual store, and it takes them like 5 minutes to make a drink as it is. So you really don't want to be online for food at the mall, unless if you can wait until the end of your shopping spree. So it's really important, because my friend 2 years ago, I think, like, she didn't eat anything and she just felt so sick, and she just was not happy at all by the end of the day. So you really want to make sure that you're good to go for the morning, and that you have a snack or something in case if you get dehydrated, or if your blood pressure is too low or anything like that. So definitely keep that in mind. And with that being said, I have gone through all 10 of my tips. As you guys can see, I wrote down a little card this time. And yeah, that is it for this video. So I hope that you guys like it. I hope that you learned a lot from my Black Friday tips and tricks. And with that being said, I guess that's it. I hope that you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and that if you go Black Friday shopping, leave it down below and tell me if you guys have any extra tips or tricks that I didn't talk about for other people to see and for me to learn, and maybe it'll be in next year's video. And yeah, that is it. So I will talk to you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I love you all. Have a happy Thanksgiving again. Bye.